2 months ago, I posted a video talking about how it's okay to take a break from gaming. That video didn't gain nearly the amount of traction I thought it would, and honestly, I'm glad it didn't. That was my very poor first attempt at creating a video talking about why it's okay to take a break from video games, and how to make them fun again. This will be my second attempt. Time has passed and I feel like I have a better understanding on how I want this video to go. Now, as the title of the video suggests, gaming should not feel like a chore. This is the main point of the video. Before we get into that, question of the day! What video game have you personally played that has felt like a chore to play? Leave a comment down below. Ever since last October, I will occasionally get this random anxiety when I play video games. At first, I thought it was guilt from playing before finishing my work or not spending enough time with my family, and sometimes that was the case. When that wasn't the case, I couldn't put my finger on a certain problem that would make me this anxious while I try and enjoy myself. I soon figured out that I was playing too many games at the same time, and that was overwhelming me because I didn't know what to sink my time into. After I found that out, I was able to hit a quick reset, take a short break, and fix that problem for the most part. I say most part because it is still slightly an issue, but I'm working on it. But after I figured that out, I would still have this anxious feeling about 70 to 80% of the time I try and play something. And for the last month, I struggled to find out why I felt this way. I thought it was school. I thought my eating habits were making me feel this way. Maybe it's the amount of caffeine I take. I could have had a gun to my head and I still wouldn't have been able to figure out why I was feeling this way. Until very recently, as of last week from the time I'm writing this, that I figured out that it stemmed back to video games. The reason I felt this anxiety/guilt was because I was basically forcing myself to play and enjoy gaming, to the point that it felt like a chore. This isn't an uncommon problem. This is Joe. Joe has been waiting 2 years to play Starfield. Joe even saved enough money to pre-order the premium edition.
You're a fucking idiot. This needs to stop. Now.
When the game finally releases and Joe discovers the game is riddled with bugs and most of the planets have absolutely fucking nothing on them, Joe starts to feel like not playing. But then Joe remembers he waited 2 whole years for this game and spent $100 on it. That's about 5.7 hours of minimum wage work at McDonald's right there. With that in mind, Joe forced himself to play the game he waited so long for, even though deep down he didn't enjoy a single minute of it. Joe turned what should have been a good time to unwind into a chore. I'm a lot like Joe in the sense that recently I've been forcing myself to play a game when I didn't really want to, and there are a few reasons for that. Reason number 1 being that most of my life I've gone every day playing some sort of game, so on days that I don't play something, the day almost feels incomplete. It's basically like having a routine and one day maybe you do something different. It's gonna feel off. Reason 2 being that I have a lot of games I want to try out this year. I actually made a video on that pretty recently, and I feel like I'm wasting time on one game the less I play it. But what's funny about that is that all these games I plan to play are not going anywhere. Like in 3 years, yeah, maybe I'll be a little busier or something, but these games will still be available for me to play. No reason to trip about that. Reason number 3 being that I don't know what else to do with my free time. That's all changed, and now I'm going to talk about what I did to stop making gaming feel like a chore, and essentially how to enjoy it again. First thing you should do is recognize when you're not enjoying something. There have been many days recently where I've loaded up The Witcher 3 and that anxious feeling fills me up. The minute I accepted the fact that I was not going to enjoy this session, I closed the game and felt better instantly. And honestly, that was hard at first. Like I said earlier, I was so used to playing video games every single day that it feels weird to go a day not playing. That's sort of why I'd force myself to play in the first place, because I don't know what else to do with my free time. And yeah, maybe that's kind of a sad thing to say, but gaming is what I've enjoyed most over the years, so it's weird to not do it. That's the first step. Just close the game. The next thing that helped me was having a sufficient alternative way to spend my free time. Me voicing over the script, this is how I'm spending my free time instead of gaming. And that's because I finally realized that it's okay to go a day or two without indulging in my hobbies and still have a good day. Now, to be fair, me writing the script and turning it into a video is another hobby of mine, but you get what I mean, hopefully. Reading books is also a good alternative I've recently discovered. I personally like to read books on finance, hoping to sharpen my skills when it comes to managing my money, but any book is fine. Even books on video games are a good idea. I plan on reading the Witcher book soon since I have been enjoying the game for the most part. Another thing that helps is just getting all the crappy bullshit work out of the way. The actual chores. There'd be times where I really wanted to play something, so I'd get on before doing homework and could not enjoy myself knowing I would either have to do it later or just suffer a bad grade. Do something productive, whether it's schoolwork, cleaning up around the house, hitting a good workout, literally anything productive. Doing the boring productive stuff before the fun stuff will definitely make it more enjoyable. And that's delayed gratification. And I said this earlier, but you have to think about it this way. These video games are not going anywhere. They live in your Steam library or your PlayStation library, wherever you play. And they'll stay there waiting for you. Get all the hard shit out of the way first, and then enjoy yourself. Final thing that helped, which was kind of the main point of the first video I made on the subject, was just to take a break in general. That is probably the best way to make them fun again. Just hit a hard reset. Playing games every day for a couple of hours will eventually lead to a burnout. So just stop. Forever. Seriously though, literally just take a couple days off and you will most likely feel better after, and can start enjoying them again. And that goes with most things, to be honest. You do the same thing over and over again, at some point you're gonna burn out. And that is how to stop making gaming feel like a chore. I hope someone out there watching this can actually benefit from the suggestions I've given. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. That's all for now. I'll see you guys next time.